So Penny for Your Thoughts by Peter Frampton. This is from his fourth solo album, just called Frampton, released in 1975. And of course, this song came to fame on Frampton Comes Alive, released a year later in 1976. I think it's still the biggest selling live album of all time. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, it's in open G. I'll put the tuning down there for you. And it's hybrid pick, so we're going to use a pick for the low notes and our middle finger and sometimes our third finger for the high strings. Okay, and it's going to start like this. All right, that's so sweet. So we've really got two things going on there. The high end we've got, that's a pull off from 12 to 9 to open, and then open B, open E, all with our middle finger. And then the bass is going at the same time, just A, D, G. Okay, that sounds just so nice. So bright and vibrant. Now the next lick is, so we're hammering on A2 and B1, open D, and then E and B strings with the middle finger. And we're going to kind of slide up again. Now this, there's a variation on this, and like my version is mostly the studio version with little bits of the live version mixed in too. And you know, the Frampton Comes Alive version, plus there's another version that he did recently, 2016 I believe. I'll link to that on my website, where he's just sort of sitting in a studio playing it. And all three of versions are a little bit different. But the studio version, he goes, he starts on the A and the G before he does the hammer. The simple version would be, and the more complicated version, It's only that difference. But just adding two notes makes it a lot more difficult. So I think most people are going to opt with the simple version. Right? And just to get in the weeds on this more complicated version, what I did is I just hit that B string and then I hammered on that B note. I didn't actually pluck it, so it's in the open D. You could pluck it. I just found it sounded better, cleaner, if I didn't pluck that B note. Just hammered it on. And, you know, we have to bring in our third finger. There, on that B string, we're going to use our third finger. So it's a little more difficult to get that one. So what I did in my demo is I just alternated. The first time I'd go. Okay, now the first little like fill is just that. We're gonna hit the A string at the fifth, or the seventh, sorry, harmonics, and the B string together, and then the 12th. So. So that last one, we're hitting that B note and then open. So we're actually pinching the A and the B string there, and then those two harmonics. So then that all repeats. that sort of fast lick. Now that's not as hard as it looks. So it's all the B and the A string. So that's that first shape going up, chromatic. Now we're going to go here, this shape here, 5th fret A and B, and then 7th fret A and B. And to finish it off, we're going to go back to that shape. That's 9 on the A and 8 on the B, and then 11A, 10 B. So okay, so chromatic, and then that shape 2 frets apart, and then that shape 2 frets apart. Back to this. Kind of screwed that up, but that's all the same. Now we're going to go back down, and then when we hit this one, we're going to get that G note in there too. So our 3rd finger is going to be on the B, our 2nd finger on the G. And then we're going to play this. That's just like an A minor, but just keep that there and move these 2 fingers down 1 string. And what he does is he'll go way up the neck to get that more mellow sound, right? So like that. And then we're back to this. That's in that open D, and now we're in the middle section. This is the trickiest section. So our shapes are going to be like that. So 5th fret A, D, and B, and that's our pattern: A, B, D, E, and then D, B, D, and then B, D, B. That's how we finish it. I'm going to fret E3. Slide this down. So the picking's a bit different there because we're going to bring in that G string. So we're going to go. And again, we're going to add that note, just like there, but down 2 frets, that F note. And instead of explaining every note, definitely getting the tab will really help you through this part. But I'm just going to play it super slow. Okay, so coming out of this. Again. And now we're going to go. So what that is we're going to go A string, and then G and B. So A string alone, and then all 3. And slide that up. So we've got A1, A2, B1. Slide it up 2 frets. The open D, and then EB, and then A4. back into this. Sliding down 2 frets. Now we're going to take it up here to the 7th fret, and we're going to do the same picking as we do on this one. Down 2 frets, down to 2 more, and then back into that. So let's do that whole middle section, coming out of this. Super slow. Now, sometimes, I think it's the live version, the latest one, he'll go. He'll just arpeggiate that chord. So that's an option, right, if you want to do that, instead of picking it. Now we're back into this. Know that. And we just end it with those harmonics. 5th fret, 12th fret. Okay, and that's it for this one. It's just such an awesome little song and so much fun to play and trickier than it sounds. Like, I like the idea of that is easy, but picking it, pulling it off cleanly, gotta really practice that. Well, I did anyways to get it good. So let's go through the whole song from the beginning, a little bit slower. Anyways, that's it for this one. Absolutely beautiful little piece of music. And in open G, everything just rings so beautifully. And the left hand is actually not that hard, except for that little pull-off thing. But it's the picking that will probably be the challenge for most people. All right, so I hope you get something out of this lesson. I hope it helps you to learn how to play this beautiful little piece of music. And we'll talk to you next time.